Some people have gone way too far with crossbreeding animals together, and that's what we will be looking at today. From a rabbit man to mice with human brains. Let's talk about this and more only in today's video, the top 5 dark crossbreeding experiments. Starting off this countdown, we have the rabbit man. Yes, it is about a human-animal hybrid between a human and a rabbit. The first successful experiment was done in 2003 in Shanghai. A team of scientists managed to fuse human cells with rabbit eggs. In the United States, scientists have been trying to do the same thing, but their attempts were always unsuccessful. But in Shanghai, they managed to pull it off. This experiment was done to see if rabbits could be used to grow cells or tissues for transplant patients, but in the end they only allowed the human rabbit to develop for a couple of days, before they had to destroy it and then harvest it for stem cells. Moving on to our fourth spot, we have the glow-in-the-dark cats. Scientists have been conducting experiments on cats to study molecules that could stop HIV/AIDS. The virus responsible for HIV in humans is similar to feline immunodeficiency virus or FIV in cats, so what they did was insert a gene that produces a fluorescent protein called GFP. This is produced naturally in jellyfish, believe it or not, but it's what gives these kitties a green glow. Then they also inserted a gene that blocks the FIV virus into unfertilized eggs of the cat. When the cat gave birth to the kitties, if they glowed green, that meant they also have the anti-FIV gene. They hope that these experiments will one day lead to them finding a way to make humans resistant to HIV. Before we move on, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe with notifications on. On our third spot, we have the mice with a human brain. In 2005, Irving Westman, a professor at Stanford University and co-founder of the company Stem Cells Inc., was given permission to create a mouse-human hybrid. So what they did was transplant human brain stem cells into the brains of mice. They did this in hopes to study neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. In the first round of tests, they found that the mouse brain consisted of less than 1% of human cells, but in 2010 they were much more successful. That's when they managed to, and I quote, use mouse stem cells to develop sensory hair cells, which could combat human hearing loss. They also managed to make the mice more human, in the sense that the mice with the human brain cells were more intelligent than other regular mice. Moving on to the second spot, we have the human sheep livers. In 2007, scientists at the University of Nevada, Reno, claims that they managed to grow human livers inside of sheep. They did this by injecting human stem cells from bone marrow into growing sheep fetuses. Sheep is apparently good for this because their circulatory system is similar to ours. In the end, they said that the livers will be made with 20% human cells. They are hopeful that one day, this can be used to help grow human organs for those in need of transplant that we are now at. And, in our number 1 spot, we have the mouse with the human ear. In the late 90s, 3 doctors started doing experiments on creating human body parts in a lab. One of the things they managed to do was grow a human ear on the back of a mouse. They did this by creating an ear-shaped scaffolding, and putting cells of cartilage from a cow on it. They then put the mouse under anesthetic and placed this ear thing under the skin. The mouse's body fed the cow cartilage cells, the scaffolding dissolved and the mouse was growing this artificial shape of a human ear. But it was only the outside of the ear, there was no eardrum. They did this in order to help plastic surgeons that have a hard time reconstructing human ears for their patients. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. It was a pretty crazy list, so let me know what do you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Subject 5. Thank you.